So this video is gonna be a bit of short one, but anime has taught me and a bunch of other people who watch anime a lot of things about real life. But for me, there are two specific things that anime has taught me about how to become a man, and like basically the two key essentials about becoming a man. And I'm gonna share them in today's video. So the number one thing, which is kind of a given, also like if you don't even watch anime, but it's like a basic sense of thing, but it's protecting your loved ones and being able to protect them as well. So not only the spirit or like wanting to protect them, but actually having the capabilities and power basically to protect them. And I have learned this thing from a lot of anime, like primarily in One Piece. Like I've seen Luffy go to such heights for his like crewmates and anybody who basically chooses someone who he remotely likes and then is willing to risk his life for them. So that's a bit of an extreme example, but I think like I really enjoy that, especially because in my life I also really value my loved ones like this. So I understand that most people, they like these days especially, they are in that kind of lone wolf mindset that I don't need anybody, I'm fine alone. I'm personally not that type of guy. I'm like much more softer than that. But that's the one thing that anime taught me about becoming a man, is that not only that you should be able to, like you should want to protect everyone, you should also be able to. And that leads me to my next point, is that you should be physically strong as a man. Like it, you can be rich, you can be successful, you can hire bodyguards, you can carry guns, whatever, but there's just a different kind of power and a different kind of, you can say, mental peace when you're physically strong. And being physically strong, I don't like, I'm not saying just to be fit or just to look good or even not just to beat people up. I'm saying the mental benefits that it has to your body and the type of change you can bring to other people's lives. Like these are the biggest factor that I think why like becoming, you can say, physically strong is really important, especially as a man. And the anime that I would say that inspired me for that is uh like of course, like again, One Piece. It inspired me that you have to become strong, especially like Sabodi arc, like from before the time skip when Luffy loses everyone, bravo. And another anime that I would say that I got this thing from was Jujutsu Kaisen, mainly because of Toji. Not because that like it was it was kind of exactly opposite of what I think every man should has. Like that man is like pure destruction, doesn't care about anybody else and only lives for himself. And it's the exact opposite, but the same approach. So the things he does for himself, you'd have to do all of that for everyone else. And another thing that I want to mention is, I know it's supposed to be about anime, but there's also this one K drama that I watched, which really like honed in this point in my mind that you have to be physically strong, especially as a young guy. And physically strong in the sense that you have to be able to fight and protect for your loved ones. Like you can be physically strong, but if you're not mentally prepared to fight for them, then it's really no use. So the K drama I'm talking about is none other than Weak Hero Class 6 or like Class 5, something like that. I always forget that, but it's that K drama. And that was also a really good K drama because it had that anime-ish vibe, but it also had that unique elements of a K drama. Because I also watched K drama for some time, but the thing is, a common thing that you'll notice in every single video of mine is that I try to really grasp anything and everything that I can get to improve myself, whether that is in anime, movie, K drama, anything. And that's, I think, how everyone should watch it. I don't know if anybody can watch it even like that, because you need to have like a certain type of mind which you're analyzing everything and you're like seeing how this affects you. But I really think that if you can start thinking like this, then you really should, because then growth never stops. And learning and improving, this becomes like a more like a passive kind of thing than an active. Like you don't have to specifically do anything to improve. Like people are like, okay, I'll do 1 hour of reading every single day to improve my life. But if you follow this mindset where you try to get something or try to learn something from every single thing that you watch, even in entertainment, then I think that that's a very good way to go about life in general. So those were the two things, and I know this was a short one, but let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.